This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Dallas.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Graham. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side, he has Witten. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Graham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Graham going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. He's the opposite. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You're
To throw, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Back.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch by 4. Come on, D.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Off the play fake. Graham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Where's the mic? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Off-play action. Graham. Buying time to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Saints' 23-yard line.
Let's go, D. Watch tight end. Go in there. I got 19. Check 24.
On second down, it's Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawalu. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You kill.
Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check, 55 to Mike. We're good. I-4, ready.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check pass. Tighten up. Big Ed.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. 95-56.
6-man. Check curls.
Breeze now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Smith catches left side. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Tre'Quan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Switch. Switch. 12, 12, 12.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs.
Hey, watch that. Hey, easy. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Graham. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this will be caught at the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Never make the mistake that... The slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's coming.
From the gun, Graham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
That's what I do.
Back to throw. Graham. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Graham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the run. Check 13. Check 13. Clock. Shit. Over. Shit. Tonight.
Throwing now is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Alert 3. Shit.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Check. Watch 54. Bound to lose one. Mike's 54. Get in the weight room.
They go play action here on first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch out.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We own it.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Graham. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Graham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball. Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. To throw again, Graham. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants. So how do you stop it? A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 52.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Demario Davis there on the stop. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Morris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Graham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it. You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. It looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is,
Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Again, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. 95, 56. Mike's 5-4. Coming. Watch twins. Watch twins. Where's that? Where's that?
They'll run here. It's Murray. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Saints' 46-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
This way, go this way. Here we go. Shoot, shoot.
They'll run it with Olawale. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
A gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 37.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the 1st half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Our time. It's our time. 5-1. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Bree's going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike
5. I got you, boy. Mike 55.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cook. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now Austin. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start it on the ground with Morris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Completes it to Jason Witten. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's got to double up. 58's Mike, 58's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. Check, 47. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, Graham. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Graham. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike 54. Switch.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike, with me. Mike 54.
He's scared. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 5-9.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 55.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 3. This little short throw to Witten. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. off for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Cowboys 19, Saints 17. Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
The Saints take over
Let's go,
first
Stuck.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, kill. Hey, Delta.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints,